Good morning, sunshines. It's Monday. I had a very full weekend. I hung out with Hunt the whole time. But tell me why I wake up and my house is 62 degrees. What is this? I live in San Diego. This is what it looks like outside. Beautiful sunshine. I don't know what happened in the night that made it feel like Northern Alaska, but I'm freezing. I'm so cold. I've got layers on. Layers. There's a sweater under this sweater. Can't live like this. Also last night I got home at 10. It was 10. It wasn't even late. So tired. Fed the cats. I didn't even wash my face. Do you know how long it's been since I haven't washed my face? Like, I don't even think I brushed my teeth. I think I laid in bed and I was like, I'm just gonna lay here for a second. And then I was out, 10:06. I slept pretty good though. Today, we're doing a dating app video. You know why? I don't know, actually. Not really for any super particular reason, but because I, in my very biased and completely unqualified way, wanted to show you what you should be doing, what I think people should be doing, because I am so tired of scrolling through these terrible profiles. Either they're all NPCs, option one. Option two, people just don't care, or they don't think, or they don't have awareness of how they're being perceived, okay? Which blows my mind, because I wish I could take that away sometimes. I wish I did not have that. But because I do, I'm gonna show you how it's done. Do I have a perfect profile? Probably not, I don't know. But there's just like certain rules and things that I think we should all agree on, okay? Again, biased. But hey, I'm on date like 14 with somebody right now. It's going pretty well. So clearly I did something right. Just kidding, I don't even know if that has anything to do with anything. But we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna show you the ropes, okay? I think we'll start, Hinge is the one that I use the most. We'll start with Hinge. I have had Bumble. I'll re-download it just for you guys. I've never used Tinder before because I always just heard that was notoriously like a hookup app, so I refuse to use that one. I think those are the only two I've used. I used Raya. That was a hoot. A hoot. Oh my god, what am I 50 years old? Raya is a silly one that you have to be like, it's just a clout show. It's just like, let's see who I can get matched up with on Raya. I don't know. I did get matched up with one of the 5 members of One Direction once. He responded to 2 of my messages and then he stopped, but it was cool. I don't want to tell you which one because I feel like I should be private. It gets mad at you on Riot. If you screenshot, it's like, we'll delete your thing. Because I tried to screenshot it, obviously. It got very upset with me, so apparently you're not supposed to do that. I digress. We'll do Hinge and Bumble. I feel like those are the 2 most wholesome ones from my perspective. I don't know. So that's what we're gonna do. I will change, maybe. I don't know. I'm really cold. We interrupt your chatty vlog with a message from our sponsors. You know who it is, Factor. Factor is a meal prep, meal service company that is just going to make your life so much easier, especially if you're like me. A mess. I'm a mess. In the most fun way possible. Factor is going to provide you fresh, never frozen meals every single week or however often you desire. You can pick all of your meals out on their very nifty, convenient app, or you can have them auto-select plans that are based on your goals, whether you're keto or if you're vegetarian or you prefer fish, whatever you like, whatever you want. You can pick a plan customized for you. Factor is something that I purchase even when I'm not doing a sponsorship deal with them. So trust me when I say Factor meals are absolutely delicious. They save me from making very, very poor food choice decisions more often than I can even count at this point. Here, I have all of our wonderful goodies. So here are my 6 meals for the week. Also, Factor has a ton of fun add-on options. You can get like little desserts, little treats, little breakfast options. I always get the fresh juices. They're so tasty. I love these juices. I find it's quite easy to get your macronutrients in, your carbs and fat, obviously so easy to get in. Protein, even that, pretty simple to get in. Micronutrients are something that I do lack. I get vegetables and they go bad in the fridge. It happens more often than I'd like to admit. Luckily, the meals already have the vegetables in them and you can get these great juices. Also, with my code, Nikki50, you can save 50% on your first Factor box and you will get free wellness shots for life for as long as you're an active member with Factor. These are some of my shots. I've already taken a couple of them. These shots, quick, instant, micros to the dome. We love that. Immunity shots, health shots, they got it. They're getting the job done. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring another vlog of mine. I'm so grateful. And don't forget to use code Nikki50 for 50% off and also free wellness shots for life. Mwah. Okay, we're checking in at the Tessie charging station. I've got to download Bumble for the plot, and I hope it still has my profile saved. It's giving me so many things. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just want to see my profile. I genuinely don't want to talk to any of you. I'm sorry. I'm on date 14. I'm not starting over now. You know what I'm saying? It says my profile is only 55% complete. I'm assuming because I haven't used Bumble in a couple of years that they probably have more things going on. on. The Bumble profile. I have not looked at this in a couple of years, okay? I don't want to hear any judgment, but I'm pretty sure it's probably okay. Knowing myself, I put at least a smidgen of effort into these. Nikki, there's my age right there out in the open. That's fine. 5'1", active. Pisces, drink socially, would never smoke. No. My interests, gym, video games, anime, boba, cats. Those are good interests. I still like all of those things. I've got another picture. Now here, first picture, I'll just explain my thought process. Side profile. You can see what you got going. Second picture, I feel like it's cute. It's pretty. I've got it's kind of artsy looking. Going for more, this is my style. Even though I lost these overalls and I cannot find them and it's very upsetting. Third picture, you want like a body shot. So you can see so there's no surprises. The expectations are there. I do not have big ol' yitties anymore, you know what I'm saying? So we have the body shot, also like a fashion pic. It's got my hair, luscious, whatever. Well, this is an old AF picture because I still have extensions. This is a picture from a Gymshark pop-up shop, but I liked it. I like to put a picture where teeth are showing. I hate when I can't see someone's teeth and then you meet them in person and their teeth are not what you expected. And then it's not necessarily that they're like bad or good teeth. They don't match the person. And I don't know why. That is a weird thing that I've been through several times on these like blindish dates. But show your teeth in a picture so there's no surprises because it's weird. I don't know how else to describe that, but that's how I feel. So that's why I put that picture. This one, this is me. I'm working out, you know, I'm strong girl. I think that's why I put that picture. It's also very old. I do not remember when I made this profile. I'm so sorry. But yeah, there's, you know, I'm showing my hobbies, my interests, lifting weights. I'm trying to look strong there. I don't feel like that's my best bicep angle. I could have done better, but we'll work with it. The last picture, I've got a style pic. I'm dressed up. I'm in front of a cool car. I dress up. You know, I guess that's what I'm showing here. I probably wouldn't use this photo again, but it's cute, you know? I'm trying to show everything. Do I not have any, like, a bio? Okay, I'm upset because I specifically remember making a bio for Bumble, and I remember it said, like, Game of Thrones and a bunch of other random things, but I specifically remember putting Game of Thrones. There's zero bio in here now. I find this upsetting. Let's go to Hinge, you know, because it's a little more relevant to me and I actually have used it. But that is my old Bumble profile, which had a bio. Next, we're gonna take a gander at my Hinge profile. This is the one that roped me in, Mr. Hunt. Same picture, first picture. I really like this profile picture of me. I don't know, I think it's cute. It's like candid and I like it. I like the whole, I like all of it. Now, Hinge, it gives you prompts, questions you can answer, you can pick all of them, whatever. I just kind of put things that I like. I feel like I would put that even if it was just a blank bio, but I feel like that was a good thing to start with. So you know my general interests off the start. The gym, of course. Recently even running, had to add that in there because I've been a runner since November. Sunshine, which is basic human nature, but whatever. Reading fantasy, like to read. I can in fact read. I didn't put smut, but I did put fantasy. I like both, okay? I like both. Mexican food, that's my favorite kind of food. Anime, I love me some anime. PC gaming, had to sprinkle in some nerd there so they're not surprised. Horror movies. Please watch these with me. No one wants to, and I really like them. I don't know why. I think they're fun. Also turning everything into a competition for no reason. I genuinely do this, particularly with romantic interests. I don't know why I am the way that I am, but I love making everything into a competition to a probably annoying degree. I can admit that. I'm trying to be more aware of it so I'm not as annoying, but I told them right off the bat so they can't be surprised later when I'm being weird. All right, I have my age. I have a cat. I'm a Pisces. Sometimes drink, no to smoking. I put home Austin because that's where I moved here from. I don't know, but as you can see here, same picture as my Bumble profile. Oh, this one lets you put a video. So I put a video so you can see me in motion, and this also has my teeth. It's the teeth thing. I gotta show the teeth. First of all, I like my teeth, and second of all, I just think it's something that should be shown. And it's in motion, so you know, I'm like a real human. Next, I put what I'm weirdly attracted to. I just put some things that are kind of like stand out for me with men nowadays, because the last couple guys that I've dated not maybe had these things, or maybe have had these things, but I just wanted to put some things that I like. You know, maybe a guy can be like, hey, I have plants, whatever. So I put deep voices because, oh, that's hot. Witty banter, I have to banter. If there's no banter, there's nothing's gonna happen between us. Men who are good with cats, I have cats, all right, get with it. Men who can cook, a man who cooks for you, imagine. Men who read, hot. Keep plants alive, wow, I can't do that, can you? That's cool. Or actually have furniture. My last relationship, that man's had no furniture but a mattress on the floor. Okay. This is kind of where my expectations are. Hopefully you have one or more of these. I by no means require them all, but they're there for you. I put this one. This one's because I'm funny, okay? I think it's funny. It's my friend Ashley. It says I'm not the babe on the jet ski, you're welcome, because I'm just like the Minecraft cube in the water there. But I think it's funny and it's kind of cute. I'm like hyping my girl up because she looks good, and I think that picture's fun. And then this one one I also just did to be funny. You'd be surprised at how many men don't understand this joke whatsoever. I feel like we could see it if we're on the same humor wavelength, maybe, of sarcasm. But dating me is like winning first class tickets to Greece, because that's what the prompt says by itself. It's like before you put it. It's like winning first class, like dating me is such a win, right? But then I'm like, wait, it's not first class, it's Spirit Airlines. Pay for carry-on, what the fuck? Oh my god, flight's canceled. So I'm just basically putting like, keep your expectations, you know, not too crazy high for me. I might disappoint you. Not that I think I'm disappointing, I think I'm great, but you know, I'm just being funny. I put the same picture that was on my Bumble. I also put this video. This is my, instead of me flexing in like a workout thing, I put this thing of me doing this handstand on a paddleboard. First time trying this on a paddleboard, it really was very impressive. Much wow. And I think it's like a cool video. I'm like, look at me, athletic. Look at me go, cool. And that's that. That is my Hinge profile. So that's my logic behind everything I put there. I'm not saying I have the best profile, but it is one where you can see my personality, you can see what I look like, what the vibes are. I feel you can get that off of that profile. And that is what I feel that a lot of profiles are lacking. So we're gonna go through some kind of tips and things that I think you should include, such as pictures of your teeth. I don't know why I'm weird about that, I'm sorry. We'll get to that when I get back home. I just wanted to do a bit while I was here charging my Tessie, because why not? Before we dive more into like more specific profile things, let's just do a quick overview of pros and cons of dating apps in general. I think personally, the pros of dating apps, as opposed to when you're out and about in the real world and you kind of want to be like, I want to ask that girl or guy for his number. You don't know if that person's single. They could be in a relationship. You don't know. And I feel like on a dating app, at least you know the person's single. And if they're not, they're a terrible person. So hopefully they are in fact single. I'm sure terrible people are on there in relationships. But I think for the most part, the majority, you can kind of count on, at least you know that person's single and they are looking. I feel that there's also less pressure on dating apps. Like you can swipe on someone, yes or whatever, and it just kind of goes into the void and you hope for the best. But if you're rejected or if they swipe no, you don't know. They could have just never opened their app again, who knows? And there's not as much of that fear of rejection, which is nice because I don't think I've ever approached someone in person and been rejected, but I have not approached very many people. In fact, I can't even think of one. My go-to if I'm out and about and I want someone to talk to someone is just aggressive eye contact. I will do it until they approach me. It works about 12% of the time. It's not foolproof. Sometimes I've had a couple successes. But the big cons of dating apps here, they're inherently shallow, okay? Super shallow. Pretty privilege is 100% real on dating apps. If you have good photos, even if you're not even super attractive, if you photograph well at minimum, you don't even have to put words on your profile. I'm sure you will get tons of hits or tons of swipes, whatever it is. It is a very shallow based method that does have its negatives. I do think, particularly from women, from most of the women that I know and have talked with about these kinds of things, I find that women are a little less shallow, and that if someone's really, really funny or really smart or has another attribute that we really, really like, then we're willing to overlook a degree of in the looks department. I don't know. Particularly humor. I find humor is a great one. But that being said, we can all admit dating apps are super, super shallow. Cons also, dating apps try to get you to pay for things. I'm like, please don't do that. I don't feel like anything on it that a dating app offers is worth payment. It's not gonna get you more matches at the end of the day. Work on your profile on Hinge, for example. Your opener to her, don't just send the like. Hinge lets you put a little message. You put something funny there. You put something specific. You put something that girl's gonna read, and even if she doesn't like you that much, she's gonna kind of low-key wanna respond to it. Because I've responded to many like that because I can't help myself. That has nothing to do with the cons. Okay, there's no accountability with dating apps. All right, you can talk, you can start talking on it, and then you can just stop responding. You can ghost out of nowhere. And it's very easy to do, and everyone does it. I've done it, I'll admit. I'm not proud of myself for it. I'll have a couple chats with someone, I'm not vibing with it, I just stop responding. I don't know, I just feel like you don't really owe them more responses, though I guess it would be more mature to be like, hey, I'm not feeling this, sorry. Or maybe unmatch them, I don't know. I find with dating apps, when I'm personally swiping, it's always like a grass is greener mentality. You'll find someone, you're like, oh, that guy is like cute and he likes something that I like, I don't know, fantasy books or something. And I'll swipe and I'll get like excited. I'm like, oh, I hope that guy, he messages me back or whatever. But you keep swiping after that. You keep going because grass is always greener. You're like, maybe there's someone even better. You know, it's kind of like a weird dopamine thing. And I don't think it's very healthy for the human brain, which is why like I found a guy that I'm very into right now, and I'm not back on Hinge. I'm not still swiping to see if maybe someone's a little better. I'm like, no, I don't like the grass is greener mentality. No one is going to be 100% perfect for you right away. But you can't go looking for that one imperfection in someone else. It's always like, maybe someone's just a little more attractive, or maybe they're just a little taller, a little funnier. I don't know. There are qualities that you could probably find in someone else, but would they have all the other great qualities that that person has? Find that dating apps kind of encourage that kind of behavior, which is not the best. The dopamine hits is not good. Just find one, just stick with it, try it out. If it doesn't work, then you go and you can search for another. That's my mentality, at least. Also, a big thing, I am guilty of this. Not an ego thing. People will use dating apps, I think, to boost their ego a little bit. I'll encourage girls to do this. If they're single and down, I'm like, dating app, talk to a couple people. Like, nothing has to come of it. It's not serious. And that is a con of dating apps, honestly. For example, I have not been on a Hinge date in like 2023. I didn't go on one at all. Did I open my Hinge app a couple times? Sometimes, I'm ovulating. I'm like, maybe I do need a man in my life. I'll open Hinge. I'll look at a few people. And I'm like, no, I give up. I don't want it. I don't know if that's an ego boost. That's just more like my body wanted a man, and I was like, maybe I could date someone, and then I changed my mind. People will use dating apps in a non-serious way. They're not that serious, but that's kind of a con. There's no accountability. It is what it is. You can't take it too seriously. But I think you can also find genuine connections on there too. If you do it the right way, if you sift through all the bull, it's possible. But it's a double-edged sword. Is that the right metaphor? It is what it is. Try it at your own risk. I feel the easiest way to do this is to show you guys what not to do, okay? So I was looking, I had to find a bad profile. There's actually I feel like when you first log into the app, it shows you like good people, and wants to hook you. This person actually sent me a message, which is a plus. You should send a message. They said I need a running buddy to help keep me accountable and someone to make it a competition to. Love that. It's a very good message. However, let's talk about his profile. I'm not gonna out him physically, whatever, but we're just gonna look at his prompts. These are, I hate these. Unusual skills, napping. That's what you're giving me? Napping? I go crazy for bread. Okay. Typical Sunday overeating. Sir, there's not even a sprinkle of personality in any of these prompts. This is what not to do. His pictures are fine. He did half of it right. He did message me, so there's still a chance. Sometimes I'm like, okay, you can't expect everyone to have everything, but also like, keep your expectations high, girl. I don't even care. Expect people to have everything. I wouldn't swipe on that person just purely for those prompts. But there is a degree of attractiveness probably you're like, I'm gonna do it just for fun, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty privileged. I'm not saying it's right, but it's a factor. I didn't have to look very far. The key to my heart is pizza. Yeah, that's where you're going with, pizza? This is my year for a hot air balloon. Okay. My love language is you. He did not send a message. This is not a winning profile, my dudes and ladies. I mean, I can't really show you the other ladies' profiles because I'm only look at those, but don't do this. Dating apps are not perfect, but we're building our perfect profiles. Let's make this less miserable to go through. Find your 6 pictures or however many the app that you're using lets you use. Have one of your face. Men, have one without a hat and sunglasses on, please. If all 6 of your photos have a hat and sunglasses, it's what I call spring break hot. When they look hot in the hat and sunglasses and then they take it off and you're like, oh, I did not know you looked like that. Because you're always in camouflage, okay? Have a normal picture of your face. It's like way worse to just put these pictures where you just look perfect or masked or like they can't really tell what you look like, and then you meet them in person and you think you're gonna bamboozle them. I don't know. I don't wanna ever go on a date and have someone be like, oh, I got catfished because this girl does not look like those photos. I think that's a very important standard for us to have. So let's just have photos, one of your face, one with your teeth in it, maybe a body pic, and make sure your photos are all from the last couple of years. Let's not put one when we were 18 if you're 30 now. I think those are just general rules for photos, and I don't think they're that hard to follow. Also, one thing that I also feel maybe photo-wise you shouldn't do, don't make all 6 of your photos like a mirror selfie or the same angle of the same face selfie. I find that cringy. I don't know. Maybe don't do that if you can. Hopefully you have other options. And if you don't have other options, make that an event. Go out, do something cute. Go for a hike. Have some friend take some pictures of you. Or set up your camera, self-timer it. It's not that hard nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. Also, dating profile necessity. Let's fill out our prompts. with more than one word responses. You don't even have to put anything crazy. Show a little bit of humor, a sprinkle of your interest. Let the person know something about you. That way you can kind of see if you have something to click on. You can do it. I know it seems kind of daunting task initially, but I swear you can do it. There's so many prompts to choose from. You can make a good prompt. Let's do it. And lastly, if you want to get a girl to talk to you, at least from my perspective, I don't know about other women, but put a message. Do not just swipe and hope for the best. I'm like, put anything. You don't even have to put anything that you really need her to respond to if you don't want to, but put something that shows, again, a crumb, a sprinkle of personality, a sprinkle of who you are. Let's not be NPCs, okay? You can do it. It's gonna help. It's gonna help so much. People are going to respond to you and you're gonna have a good time. All right, I'm manifesting that for you. Those are my dating app tips, rules, how-tos. I don't know. That's all I really got for you. I hope that was helpful. It was kind of fun for me. I never thought that I would publicly just be sharing my entire dating profile app on the internet like this. But YOLO, it's fine. I'm not too embarrassed by it. I mean, I'm probably like slightly cringe to some people, I'm sure. I'm not too bothered about it. We're all having a good time, okay? Be yourself. Be the perfect little ray of sunshine you are. Good luck out there. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to do. If you have any other video suggestions, maybe chatty, fun little things like this that you'd like me to cover. I had a lot of fun doing like the first date video and this video. Little dating things are kind of fun. So let me know. Let me know. That's gonna be it. I'll see you on the next one. Love you so much. Thanks for watching and ta-ta for now. Bye.